All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We got another stream for you guys tonight, coming with more Overwatch action for you guys from a now warm Storm Lake, Iowa. Snow is starting to melt, and things are starting to get active here on campus. I'm the infamous Davey Band JV, coming to you guys with some ECAC Overwatch. Here this evening, we have our Overwatch white team taking on the University of Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns, and their black team here this evening. I hope you guys are excited. Yesterday, we had some Overwatch action. 3-0 loss to the Cohawks of College. A struggle in that one there, but it was a battle of undefeated teams, and the reason why the Cohawks currently stand number 1 of MVEC. Anyways, your white team are 1-2, and they're getting ready to start things off here this evening. We'll go over the Raging Cajun roster to begin things. Starting with Grim. Moving on to Arcana, Amcia. Bleach is Go, which, I mean, I kind of agree with them, honestly. And I kind of wanted to go Juicio, just because I think that would be funny. If I'm saying that wrong, hopefully someone's here to correct me, but we'll go with Juicio for the time being. And we'll get you your white team rosters after the first round here on game 1. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it, like Lejeune Tower. However you guys end up pronouncing that, please don't farm me in the comment section. We're going to go with Atheon. One of these days, we'll figure out how to say this name. This might be the hardest name to say in the history of esports. But hopefully I get it right. I will try my best. We'll go with Atheon to begin things here. Big slam. They're running Mauga, and seem to be in a room with a lot. They do go down, but Kicks and Atheon both going to get kills. Amcia cleans it up with 2. Arcana with 1 as well. And the Beavers white team, they hold the point, but for how long? As Iron Giant running Lucio. Very interesting. I don't know how much I don't see Iron Giant running Lucio. And for some of you who might remember, Iron Giant, my main man, used to cast Overwatch with me on Thursdays. Rest in peace. He's not dead. Clearly, he's just playing right now on stream. So kind of cool that we get to see him a little bit. And we'll keep going. Atheon runs in on Reinhardt and dies for it. They're going to ult him. That is Arcana and the Hanzo ult. Humongous dragon pulling up. I personally would not like to fight one of those big dragon things, but that's just me. Juicio with the kill. I like saying Juicio. That's going to be my favorite bit of this evening. And P-Man can't do it again. Amcia, or Amcia. Oh my goodness. Amsha. Oh my, maybe it's Amsha. I apologize if I'm saying that name wrong. I feel like I'm butchering it pretty bad. We'll go with Amsha, maybe, perhaps. You know, like a Marsha name or a Lucia name or something, maybe. I'm not sure. Still trying to figure it out. Kicks is going to go down. They, I don't know if they got booped off or if they fell off. What was going on? But Kicks falls off. Atheon, there we go. Maybe that's better. Hiding behind this wall, and they're trying to bring up the shield, but how do they get in? There's a lot of pressure from Amsha's Sigma right now. Being able to attack in long range. Reinhardt has to just walk in there. I mean, they have a few of these like hammer projectiles, but definitely not going to be doing anything against Sigma. And there's Amsha one more time taking on Atheon. Unable to get anything to go. Ninja Bear, our captain, our awesome white team captain. Yeah, in a big dog fight with Grim, the Brigitte. However, you want to talk about names I really can't pronounce. That is probably on the top of my list. Kicks, they get in there. They're trying to go for the sword slam. They get Juicio with the ult. That was a crazy ult, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. 99%. Right now for the Raging Cajuns, P-Man launches, is getting helped by the ult by Iron Giant just now. Arcana takes on Atheon. They're running. Bleaches go running around. Arcana is living. And P-Man just has to keep contesting. There they go with the help of Kicks. They take down Arcana. Bleaches Goat still fighting. And this could be bad. Big ult by Juicio. And that might be all she wrote. I don't know who's currently on point right now. It seems somebody was. The overtime meter wasn't going down. But Amsha is here. And objective secured. I think maybe... Oh, with Iron Giant dying, they accidentally give up the rest of the point. Legion. Oh, thank you, full legal name. This is why we have heroes in the chat. Legion, thank you. I don't know what I said. Just how about you flush it? And I'm getting Atheon right. Awesome. Love to hear it. Okay, for your BVU white team, they're currently sitting at 1-2 in ECAC play. They had a win last week. They won 3-0. And now going against the Raging Cajuns. I think I saw they were at least 2-1, maybe? I do not remember. I'll check it later. But for your rosters, for your BVU white team, obviously, we had Atheon. We also have Kicks. This is P-Man. We're just going to go with P-Man for today. Ninja Bear 44 and the former streamer. And we got Iron Giant running it back on Lucio still. And Atheon still rocking with the Reinhardt. Interesting choice. I just don't know how good of a matchup this is against a Sigma, but just to me, like, you have to walk in there, and then Sigma's going to throw those big rocks. I do not like getting hit by big rocks, but however, he can get in with the Reinhardt dash, so it's not like this is just, this is a bad matchup entirely. Can still get in there. And Grim's gonna fall off. I don't know where Grim is going, but they fall off the map in some way. Ninja Bear kind of running around just supplying heals. What you got to do. We don't really... Here's Iron Giant. Looking around. Raging Cajun, they haven't been able to get in. They've given up almost 30% here early. And they're all trying to go through the small window. That could be bad. A little overextension from Atheon. Luckily, it does not cost them. P-Man takes out Juicio. A lot of less damage going to come up. Uh-oh, the Reinhardt ult could be huge. Can they get them, kind of together? Oh, they're going to launch it. Big stuff, and they're going to push them off the map. Luckily, Sigma can fly, but oh my goodness. Amsha almost just got cheesed off the map. But no more Atheon. Can they keep pushing him off the map? P-Man goes down. Arcana and Grim both getting Iron Giant and P-Man. So 66%, a pretty good start, I would say, here for a white team. But now they have to get back in the point, which could prove pretty difficult based on the fact that pretty much everyone is running characters that can shove someone else, right? Either it's pushing them off the map and dying, or if everyone's trying to go through one of these doors. Again, look how small these doors are. You can just push them right out. Kicks takes down Grim, and there's some couple of people low health. Atheon just can't die, and they do. Amsha, yeah, back to full health immediately. Really hard to get these pushes started when the tank goes down, and that is exactly what the Raging Cajuns are looking for. Yeah, they lost, They lost Grim, but not really too worried about it once Atheon goes down. So they'll have to regroup and try this again. Currently 2 ults for BVU. Kicks is close. And oh my goodness, and speaking of cheese, P-Man was trying to look for some cheese of their own. And they have the ult. Iron Giant lets the Lucio ult rip. Are we going to see the P-Man, the Venture ult? No, takes down Amsha. Oh, that's a huge kill. Underground, couldn't get in it. There's Grim. They're going to fall as well. Arcana leaving around. They have to get out of there. And then Atheon. As soon as they were trying to make some progress, Atheon goes down, which leaves P-Man just by themselves. Not a lot of a P-Man can do in a 1-on-3. And man, that really looked like the opportunity. Raging Cajuns, they're just not letting anybody. They don't let anybody through. They got some stiff security. Ninja Bear gotta run away. Don't die. Cannot heal themselves yet. Is Atheon in there? They are. Big Earth Shatter. And they take down Juicio and Amsha. One by Atheon, one by Kicks. And reclaim the point. BVU has reclaimed the point from earlier. P-Man And Grim just, I think maybe they're even starting to jump off now in order to regroup faster with the rest of the team. Not really a bad way to look at it. Especially if you don't want to be staggered. And for people who are watching, staggered just kind of means like 3 people die and then 1 person and then the last person. So you're not really together anymore. Don't really want that. Oh, this could be huge. Atheon sees Juicio teleporting in. Couldn't capitalize. I thought they were going to, but it was really close. Anyway, it is currently 99 to 99%. Doesn't get any closer than this. Grim takes down Kicks. Atheon looking. Amsha's just doing so much damage. Oh, but the Lucio Iron Giant is keeping everybody alive. Trying to push. Hammers are swinging. Everybody's firing. There's like 7 people in here. P-Man, Juicio. But Arcana using the Echo. This is the first time we've seen them use it here this evening. Takes them down, and that's going to be a 2-0 victory here for the University of Louisiana, Lafayette. And they're going to take home game 1. Juicio, I really hope it's Juicio. That would be the funniest thing ever. We'll see their play of the game. And yeah, there was a big ult. They got 1. Yeah, let that rip. And oh my goodness, Ninja Bear, Iron Giant, and Kicks. Oh, there. After that ult, takes down the triple kill and gives the Raging Cajuns a game 1 victory. We'll be back here in a couple of moments. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Game 2 is underway, and we'll be back here shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are returning here. This is game number 2. And looking at this, I'm pretty sure this is one of our hybrid maps where you have to take a point and then you start pushing a payload. At least that's what I remember. Unfortunately, I do not remember this map name, but don't worry, we'll be here. It's kind of cool. Lee's Video Megastore, huh? Oh, crazy. Vintage Hi-Fi. What is Hi-Fi? I don't even know. Anyway, we're gonna get started here. Running some different characters. We have Kicks now running Freya. At least I think that's what that is. I don't know. It's spelled pretty weird. So if it's, you actually pronounce the J, so be it. P-Man on the Torb, my goat. Atheon switching back to Malga. They started with Malga last time and then ended up getting off Malga into the Reinhardt. And then Ninja Bear, Iron Giant. Oh my goodness. Who is Iron Giant running? That's one of the newer characters. I just cannot remember. Oh, let's see if we get a better. Oh, that's Wu Yang. There we go. Oh, I might be him. And then that's Anna, I think. If I just got all of those characters, someone gotta give me my flowers. All I'm saying. As a Smash player. Here we go, though. Atheon gonna start things off. Again, I just really like this Malga pick. I am surprised we don't see any Domina. Both teams yesterday in MVEC were running Domina, but nothing here this evening for this ECAC game. Something about P-Man goes down. Oh, just him. They're going to switch characters. And Amsha on the Ramatra. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Interesting choice for a map like this. I think they're just trying to use the physicality of Ramatra in order to create space, because that's really all they're trying to do on this map. They need to be able to push in to the point, and then they will be able to start moving things. And Atheon's still doing a lot of damage. It's under 3 minutes now to go. Maybe we get some eyes on somebody else. Kicks going up top. Oh my gosh, the AoE or splash damage from that far up when they have to go under the subway system. Really good, smart idea. P-Man switching off to the Mei. Really hoping it's not Mai. We'll go with Mei. The ice walls, and I see a lot of Mei use on maps that have either escorting things or hybrid, mainly because you can wall off people between the walls because they have to move forward. And we're gonna see it right there. There's P-Man taking out Arcana. Bleach's goat was trying to get in there, but boom, big ult by Kicks. And they are going to be kicking them out. Bleach's goat stuck behind them. Oh, but they're going to try to get in. That's Grim, and Grim unable. Oh, now they're stuck behind the Mei wall. That is what we're talking about. Ninja Bear with the final kill on, or the final shot, gets credited for it. But those ice walls, that is the utility that we are looking for. That is the versatility that is going to win some games. Already now, about 90 seconds in, the Raging Cajuns have to get the point to begin moving, but they haven't been able to break in yet. And we still have a Malga Cage on the table. Heck, did I say Malga Cage? We have 4 ults on the table. Now 3. Atheon letting the Malga Cage rip. And Amsha takes a lot of damage, but doesn't die. And now Atheon just out of position. Hopefully they can still defend for the next minute or so. Arcana falls. And again, they still have them stuck here. Playing a lot of physical characters. Again, Arcana now switching to Genji. You want to talk about physical characters. Look no further. Humongous, awesome, cool sword is how I would describe that. Maywall. Oh my goodness. Look how good that Maywall was on Arcana. Keeps them out. And, oh my goodness, Juicio dies. They have the window from Grim. Really hope that's Baptiste. I don't actually remember what that character's name is. Amsha goes down as well. Another team kill for the white team, and this might be it. Just under 20 seconds left. somebody has to be able to touch in order to keep this going. Wait, are they going to come in through? It seems just the only place they can come in through. They're not going to go in through the subway. They're going to keep moving in. Bleach, just go. Gonna fall. Oh, no, sir. Excuse me. Juiceo just doing Juiceo things. They get frozen. Big blizzard from P-Man, and that's going to be it. Absolutely nothing going down for the Raging Cajuns, and BBU White dominates here to begin game 2. And full legal name, we love Short Kings out here. We're not just talking about me. We love Short Kings. P-Man fits that description, fits the bill, and all BVU now has to do is simply take this point, and they'll be able to take home a game 2 victory and even things up 1-1. And this white team is no stranger to some tough competitions. There, not only was it week 1, but week 2 as well. They lost 2-3, as in 2 different game 5s. So they know a thing or two about having to deal with some really stiff competition. And this game might be more the same. There's Domina, one of the new characters that got added recently to Overwatch a couple weeks ago, but are now officially playable. We almost saw a second when Ninja Bear was considering going Jetpack Cat. And yes, that is their name. I thought the cat was going to get a different name. Could have swore it was. I was like, oh, there's no way its actual name is Jetpack Cat. But boy, was I proven wrong, and that's what it is. Big shout out to all my new Jetpack Cat mains out there. And we'll start things off with kicks. Maybe they can get some fat snipes to begin things. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about some big snipes? Look no further than like 5 seconds in. Kicks snipes Grim out of nowhere. And I don't know how much that helped them, but it was certainly awesome. We're going to stay on kicks. I'm kind of looking for a second headshot here. Oh, what I would give. What's interesting about kicks is that they're not going for any high ground. They're instead just staying just on the on floor level. Oh, I thought they were going to have that on Bleach. Kick still looking. Misses again. Some of these shots. So one of these got to fall. Oh, they did. They hit it, but they go down. They hit Bleach is GOAT. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. In that interaction, able to push in. Atheon just walked right in. Pushes them away. And that is going to be a game 2 victory for your Beavers. And here is Atheon on Domina. We just saw it. They take down Amshot. They take down Arcana. And they even fry my man Juiceo as well. This is White Team Overwatch. I agree with you, full legal name. This is White Team Overwatch. You'll see what I mean here in about 3 minutes. And that is how you even things up, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 after 2. We're looking to keep on going. Be sure to tune in for Game 3. It'll be a hype Game 3. And we'll see you guys here in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are returning. This is game 3 here on our push map. Big shout out to our push map, and big shout out to the home of the silver medal, Canada. Big shout out. We are here. Bob, where is he? Where? Oh, there he is. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, oh my, he's just so awesome. Let me nod to him quick. This is Bob be pushing, and for game 3, both teams will be attempting to have our man Bob push either this blue wall or this red wall all the way to the end in a series of battles. So kind of like an escort, only you're escorting someone who's way more important than we will ever be, and that is of course Bob be pushing. Not to be confused with the Ana alt or Ash alt. There we go. Wrong girl with the big gun. The Ash alt. But that is also Bob, but that's a whole different guy. Full legal name Overwatch. OWCS. They are calling. You know, I've heard I've heard we have some people that are up for up for something like that. Anyway, here we go. Atheon, they're going to be running Zarya again. Or no, they didn't. They ended up switching to Domina last time. This is the first time the Raging Cages have seen the Zarya tank. And this will be going up against Amsha's Sigma. And as we know, the Sigma dominated game 1. I mean, it was a force to be reckoned with as Atheon ran Reinhardt. Oh my goodness, there we go. They ran Reinhardt against it and it didn't work. So maybe the Zarya will be a little bit better this time around. And looking juicy, it takes on Iron Giant, so that's going to be the first kill. Here game 3. And Atheon, they're going to fall as well. This Sigma putting in too much damage, living way too long. And Arcana gets in there with the kill, luckily for us. Kicks and P-Man, taking down Juicio and Bleach. So the numbers advantage isn't so bad, but Bob be pushing has started his one job. Duty has called for him, and he has begun pushing. Uh-oh, Amsha stuns P-Man. They're going to get some healing. Walk in there. Let's see Atheon running in, and they take down Amsha. That's going to be a big one. No tank. And BV, they'll be able to start pushing on their side as well. Currently 2 ults for the Raging Cajuns, 1 for your Beavers. So currently with fewer ults. However, Ninja Bear and P-Man both getting closer. They're above 80% each. And so we'll be locking in. Atheon trying to get some good movement. Can't get through that shield. That Sigma shield is so annoying. Is it more annoying than Zarya Bubble? You guys can find about it in the comment section. I have no idea. But man, these shields. Uh-oh, opposing Lucio all by Bleach. However, that's going to be instantly combated by the Kitsune Rush from Ninja Bear. Can Atheon hold on? No one is able to heal. Grim and Bleach's go, both getting kills. And no one is there to protect the tank this time around. And so the team fight will go to the Raging Cajuns. They're starting to resume their pushing. They are now 40 meters in. And counting. Now, I don't remember how many meters it is. I thought it was like 130 something at least. But I don't have an official number. However, what I do have an official is the grab from Atheon. Bleaches go. Juicio falls. So too with the gravity, Amsha by themselves, they're gonna get taken down. There's kicks. Running Cassidy now. They're gonna swap off. And we still have the ult from Iron Giant to work with. The only person who's close is Arcana and Juicio. As Juicio has now claimed the Reaper Blossom. Hopefully our Beavers don't get caught lacking and standing near each other for that ult to have any value. we'll see what's going around here in the back. Kicks. Maybe looking for somebody in the back line. They're firing at Juicio. Can they snag him? Oh, here we go. This is, I like this POV much more. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything to fall. Atheon's still battling. Oh, and they take down Juicio mid-ult. Hey, they tried to ult, but at low health. And that's what's going to happen to you when you're a lighter character, as if this was Smash Bros. But a lighter character like Reaper with a little bit less health than normal, and they get taken down. High Noon from Kicks also with an elim. And your white team, they have passed the first objective. Obviously, the second one is right at the end, but spawn points are going to be closer now. They've passed this objective, this check mark. Atheon requiring some heals. They're going to get some hit with a big rock, and they do fall. So the healing stopped. Amsha takes advantage. Ninja Bear goes down after taking down Juicio. Kicks as well. Is there anybody around? P-Man takes down Arcana, so kind of a little bit. But not enough. They're in that team fight. And so now Bob has been reclaimed by Louisiana Lafayette. After taking a lot of damage, can they sneak out of this? No, they cannot. Good work by Ninja Bear and Atheon to take him down. Ninja Bear on a roll. That's a second one. This time on Juicio. They reclaim the space that they once had, and now Bob, make your way back, young man. Young robot. However it works. And what I really think is the coolest about some of Zarya's movement is that some of these blasts, again, you just saw 2 of them right there, 3 of them, you can actually launch that at your feet to propel yourself. Really interesting strategy. I would say I'm a fan. You know, you love when the bigger characters are able to start moving like that. You should see a Winston jump. Boy, do I love me some Winston, though, all I'm saying. Bleaches go. Oh, and Iron Giant, the Battle of Lucio ults. Both going to pop those. Iron Giant, I don't know how they make it out of here, but they ended up doing so. Juicio goes down. Kicks with a great elim, and now maybe they can start to push it a little bit more. Bleaches go. Taking a lot of damage. Gets taken down. There's Atheon. And now they can focus their attacks on Amsha, but no, they're going to get shield. They're not going to go down yet. Arcana is going to fall instead. Grim. I don't know how Grim is still alive. How does he live at 1 health? I don't know. Yeah, okay, but P-Man did not want him to live any further. Great work by P-Man. They've been dominating. Not like a crazy amount. It just feels like I've seen... Where's P-Man doing? He's got 10 kills. Okay, 10 elims. So doing good. Shout out P-Man. And 97 meters is how far our white team is pushed. P-Man, you need some heals, big man. You gotta try to get something. We'll return back to Atheon, who's in a huge battle. Bleaches go switching to Juno, trying to use some different support uses, and so not necessarily healing anymore all the time. Rather, they are trying to give buffs to people's movesets. And we have 2:15 remaining here in game 4. The Raging Cajuns have pushed it almost 56 meters compared to 91. This could be a very determining team fight, however. Arcana Grim taking a lot of damage. Nobody dying, but things could switch very soon. Amsha has also switched back to Zarya. Looking for the Zarya 1v1. Ninja Bear dropping down the Kitsune Rush. Trying to buff some attacks and some speed. But Atheon can't run away. Arcana and Juicio going to get in there. And Bob, no, still contested. Great. Anytime you can contest for just a couple of seconds could be the difference between winning and losing. By just shaving off like a second or two, it really doesn't look like a whole lot now. But in the grand scheme of things, that could be massive. A lot of things that are massive. Just so everybody knows. 87 meters. Here we go. Iron Giant dropping the ult. And with no Lucio for the Raging Cajuns, this might be helpful. But Juicio gets in there with the Reaper Blossom. Bleaches go. They're even dropping one from Arcana, the Hanzo ult as well. And Bob is starting to push again. 93, 94, 95. They have now reclaimed the lead under 45 seconds. The lead is back with the Raging Cajuns. And they are certainly raging right now with a late game 4 surge. Or, excuse me, game 3 surge. I keep saying game 4 for some reason. Game 3 surge. And just one ult for white team and 2 for Louisiana. This is not what you want to see late. And Atheon switching back to Reinhardt. They're going to get hit by the graph. This could be bad. Juicio, Arcana. And Arcana, again, that's 4 kills. P-Man by themselves. They're going to go down. Amsha, just humongous grab. And we had a bad feeling there was going to be a grab coming in. And right there to finish it off, that's what it was. And the Raging Cajuns steal game 3, and they're going to be up 2-1. As they reclaim the lead, we'll get our play of the game, brought to you by Juicio. And it could have been the ult late. I think it is going to be that ult late. Had 2 kills. And ended up getting P-Man with Bleach is Goat's help right there at the end. And white team, they're going to find themselves down 2-1. But both their losses this season went to 5 games. And so after game 4, looking for more of the same, at least force a hype game 5. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Pivotal game 4 match point coming your way next here in a few minutes. Again, stay tuned for more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is Match Point, game number 4. And we'll be running the same lineup, but there is a switch for the Raging Cajuns. They'll be taking out Amsha. There we go. And Radlaw. Oh my goodness. No. You know what? No, there is a reason for putting in Radlaw. I didn't know what it was until just now. He is running the greatest character in the entire game. My personal main that I play like once a year, the Winston. I mean, look at him. Can we get off him quick? Oh my god, I just wanna see him. Oh, thank you, whoever Radlom, whoever you are. You're my goat now. Look, oh, he had a mustache. Anyway, let's get back on track. Kix is going to be running Reaper now. I've never seen this Reaper skin before. Some of these skins, man, they are hard to tell who's who. But we'll be back. Atheon continuing to play Zarya now that Radlom is going Winston. I don't really know how that matchup works. I feel like it's pretty good for Zarya because Big Laser versus Monkey, who has to jump in, has to get close, and then you just laser them. But again, I'm not quite sure. Well, we're about to find out ourselves here in Game 4, and this is Flashpoint. So if you guys remember our control from Game 1, imagine that, but if it was just way faster the entire time. Oh, also, unlike Game 1, instead of individual rounds, we'll just be having a best of 5 with these fast point maps. And Arcana takes down Iron Giant and Wu Yang. So that'll be the first kill here in Game 4. Atheon just fried. Juicio and Grim putting in so much damage, so much work. P-Man, can they just get in there by themselves? I don't think that was their intention. They're going to take a lot of damage. Luckily, they'll be healed and will restart. So your white team will have to find a new way in. Still sticking on the Zarya. Again, I don't know how some of these matchups work, unfortunately. But we'll just keep on keeping on. Iron Giant has to try to stay in this game. They're doing a lot of good heals, but they died pretty early in that last fight. Can't help but wonder if maybe without some of those heals, it was harder to win. Juicio doing a lot of damage, despite the fact that shotgunning from the floor on the top of the stairs. Obi-Wan is wrong. Maybe you don't always need the high ground. Radlom takes down Ninja Bear. I assume they just jumped right in on him, and they also take down Atheon. The tasers from Winton Overwatch, just too good, and 99% currently overtime. Who is on the point? Kix was there. Kix let the ult rip. Couldn't get anything to go. P-Man is in there. They take down Juicio. Okay, that could be a big kill. And they immediately fall. Arcana is there. A grab from Atheon is still possible, but it's going to have to be on the next point, as point number 1 goes in favor of the Raging Cajuns. Best of 5, first to 3, but Atheon's going to be walking in with an ult. However, 4 ults currently for Louisiana. This is going to be rough. Let's get things started. Arcana taken out by P-Man with about 10 seconds remaining before the point even becomes available. And now they're in here. Atheon just by themselves. Kind of just going in. We'll see if they're able to get something to go. They launch the grab. Can someone behind them do some damage? I saw them come in from another side. Doesn't look like it. And yet again, this first almost going to be in favor of the Beavers. However, they are not going to claim it. Now they're going to claim it. So the point in favor of white team yet again. But remember last time, Louisiana, they were able to take it right back. So hopefully nothing crazy this time. Kicks with a double kill. Humongous stuff going on. Juicio has the ult. Are they going to let it rip? Could be a good place to use it, and they are going to go. They're going to go straight for the ult. But not a lot of value this time around, and Atheon takes them down. They're going to need some more heals. Is there anyone here who can heal them? Yes, Ninja Bear. Coming from behind the corner to get things done. Contested right now, 51% in climbing for the Beavers. Radbomb tries to get in. Oh, everybody's here now. Atheon, yeah, it was only a matter of time. This time, going to be meleeed by our glorious Winston. And the point returns. Can white team overcome a deficit, and can they reclaim the point? They couldn't do it last time. Hopefully point number 2 is a little bit different. Iron Giant has the big, it's like a wave crash from Pokemon, but what if it healed everybody? Kind of how I think about it. Atheon switching back to Malga. And oh my goodness, the Malga has indeed been fried. There was a wallop in front of him. Radlom going to be credited for the kill. And so not a lot of value coming in from Atheon that time. Just taking so much damage when you're a big body like that. It's really easy for like 4 people from all different angles to be hitting you. But 92% and climbing. This is going to be needed to be won by white team. They're going to need this team fight to survive. Arcana launches the Hanzo Wall, the big dragon. Oh, and the heals aren't going to work. Kicks takes down Juicio. But Atheon falls yet again. And this could spell trouble with no tank. Kicks trying to get in there. Winston, Brigida, all next to him. Radbomb with the double kill. Radbomb is dominating. Currently 14 kills, leads everybody. Right now in elims. And while I do love me some Winston, not sure if this is what we expected. The flashpoint has been taken first by BV White. Both points. And just unable to capitalize on it, because once they lose the point on flashpoint, that bar just moves so fast. I mean, we're talking supersonic speeds. And so they don't have enough time. And they've gone down twice. Now, P-Man looking maybe for an ult. Everybody was near, but maybe even better to save it. Have some more health, perhaps. When they let this rip, they're going to be pushing Winston. They're pushing Radlom. They're not going to go down. Living. They don't take the health pack. Gonna launch the ult with the Malga. Oh, they're gonna combine them. Kicks P-Man both with 2. That's 3. There's 4. P-Man another. 5-player kill streak. 4. P-Man bleaches goat falls. And despite losing a point first, they're gonna take it back. Maybe why this will be the first time they're able to take it back, and you'll love to see it. And Eclipse is popping off in the chat right now. Atheon, their Zarya goat. Not playing Zarya anymore, but don't worry. That's we're still in the future a little bit, as we saw the Malga ult and the Venture ult combined for some huge damage. 4 ults right now for the Raging Cajuns. Grim lets hers launch. And Atheon has to try to survive. Hanzo ult is out and active. Doesn't get the kill. But Juicio with 1, Arcana with 1, Bleaches Goat with 1. So all with 3 kills, all by different people. And they have left P-Man to their own devices. Standing outside of the point. BVUI, they've proven they can take this point back. But they're going to need to do it again. Here in this one again. This is match point for game 3, or for game 4. As Raging Cajuns are currently up 2-0 in points. The Winston, oh my goodness. He's just right there. Iron Giant tries to save Atheon as good as he can. Juicio goes down. Winston's on fire, trying to push him out of the bubble. And good on Radbomb to just jump out of there. 99% for the Raging Cajun, but they lose it. They're going to go ahead and regroup after a couple of key elims and 75% and counting versus 99. This is more than likely the last team fight for point 3, regardless of the outcome. As we now reach 99% to 99%, it is overtime. Letting the Malga cage rip. They're not letting the Winston go anywhere. They're firing and they're getting kills. Juicio goes. So there's one. No, they're popping the Winston. Oh, big monkey swing from the Winston. Radlon putting in work. Jumps away. Can Kicks survive? Kicks does survive. And point 3 goes to BVU White. They're going to survive. They're going to need the next 2 points in order to take home a Game 4 victory and push a hype Game 5. So a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen. Here to this Game 4. Juicio falls again. Juicio's been taking a lot of damage lately. This time dying to Iron Giant. And Bleaches go out, barely survives. Here's a big, Ninja Bear dropping it. I think this is also one of the new characters, but I have not caught their name yet, so I cannot tell you what their name is, unfortunately. But Bleaches go takes down Ninja Bear. Iron Giant and Wu Yang, they fall as well. Atheon, just how much more effort can they put in? Taking so much damage. P-Man jumps off, has to regroup. And they're going to give point 4 now to the Raging Cajuns to begin things here. A pretty smart move by P-Man to just jump off, be able to not be staggered, be able to regroup with the team. And will this push be fruitful? Again, your white team, they have to win out. There is no other scenario for them if they want to force a Game 5 or even potentially win a Game 5. Kicks with the L. There's 1. There's 2. Where is Kicks at right now? They're down here. Kicks with an, oh my goodness, excuse me, Ninja Bear with another one. Radlom going away. And they die. Atheon gets them right at the very end. Atheon just pushing as far as they can. Iron Giant takes down Arcanon. They're going to reclaim the point. P-Man go. He's the one, and the one, the only, the big game hunter. I don't know what that means, but he is the big game hunter. That's for sure. And they're gonna need him to be that big game hunter coming down here in point 4, 35%. So not a crazy amount. Still gonna fight through. Malga, coming in. Take down Juicio. Radlom, they're gonna get a good bubble. They're going to be able to survive. Atheon. Oh, no, I thought they were going to live. Bleaches go, snipes them from distance. Takes down Kicks as well. And with a reclaim from Louisiana Lafayette, that might be all she wrote if no one can touch point. Oh, but P-Man. Oh, Big Game Hunter forces overtime. Ninja Bear just doing their best to live as long as they can. Can anyone else touch? And no, they can't. Atheon close, but couldn't get it done. And that is going to be a Game 4 win and a 3-1 overall series going towards the Raging Cajuns. Play the Game is brought to you by the P-Man. And I think we know exactly where this one's going. Yes, it is. There was the Juicio, the Grim. Radlom falling as well. There's a massive ult. However, it does not translate to a win, unfortunately, in this one. And that is going to be the end for this week of ECAC. A 3-1 loss for White Team. They put up a great performance tonight. Oh, and Irf is here. Big shout out to Irf. I thought that was co-college. Irf, I'm glad you're here, man. But that is going to be it from Overwatch here today. I know Navy, they're assuming they're in a big fight wherever they're at here. They're playing ECAC tonight. And then Friday, more NECC Overwatch on Friday, I think. So maybe we'll get you some of that tomorrow. But for tonight, that is going to be it. And remember, if you missed Co-College MVEC yesterday, Co-College, the 3-0 victory over your Gold Team. Gold Team tried as hard as they could, but man, the pace just a little bit too much for him. And in this one, more of the same. Couldn't really get around some of those big players, and some staggering from your White Team tonight was one of the contributing factors to their loss tonight. But they'll be now 1-3 to begin the season, so they still have a chance to make the playoffs, but they're going to have to win out, go 4-3, and see if they can make the postseason. But again, that'll be it from us tonight. You are watching BVU White Overwatch match here on the JV